What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to Rank Up. Welcome to Rank Up Monday night's free webinar. I'm your host, Ryan McMorris. What's going on, everybody? See everybody piling in. That's awesome. That's good. That's good. That's good. I see a lot of new names. That's what's up. I like new names, and I like a full webinar. That's what's up, guys. Welcome to Rank Up. Tonight we're going to be going over overwhelm. We're going to be going over how to overcome any overwhelming feeling that you may have, whether you're in network marketing, affiliate marketing, whether you just sell your own products, whatever it is. Chances are you've gotten overwhelmed at some point. You feel like it's too much. You feel like you may want to quit. You feel like you may want to drop this, drop that. Life happens, right? So tonight we're going to be going over 7 easy tips to help you get out of overwhelm, to help you get in action, whether it's your team in action, where you can share these tips with your team, whatever it is, it will help you get moving. Okay, so we will get this thing kicked off in about 3 minutes. What I want you to do is go ahead and, before you turn off Facebook, let everybody know where you are. Tag your teammates, your friends, using the same link that you got here, or you can always tag me in it. But we'll get this thing kicked off. I've got some special stuff planned for you tonight, and I've got a cool offer at the end. So make sure you stay to the end, because I've got some really cool stuff for you. So we'll let people keep piling on, and usually we'll get this thing kicked off a little before 5 after. Okay, so hang tight. Make sure to go ahead and turn off your Facebook, put away your phone, put your kids away, put your spouse away, and we'll get this thing kicked off. Okay. All right, so it seems like everyone is starting to pile in here. We're about maxed out, so I know everyone's probably here or watching on YouTube live. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so I can get through this information. And if anybody has any questions at the end, I'll make sure that we're not too late, because I know on the East Coast we're already looking at 10 p.m. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick, guys, and we'll get this thing kicked off. All right, so as you guys know, this is Rank Up to Bank Up, the Monday night webinar to bring you the skills, the mindset, the things that you need in order to help you rank up in your business, to create the brand that you want to create, and start taking your business online the right way. Okay, so tonight I'm going to go over overwhelm, and I want you to understand what is overwhelm. Before we get into how to overcome it, we need to understand what it is. Right? We need to understand that what is this thing that keeps us in this? It keeps us in quicksand. What's this one thing that can keep you out of action? What's the one thing that makes most people quit their network marketing or online business? What's that one thing? And that one thing is overwhelm. Okay, you've been there. I've been there. It's okay, right? And it's okay to get overwhelmed. I want you to understand that it's okay to get overwhelmed in your business. Okay, it's okay. But what I want to show you tonight is how to get out of being overwhelmed for long periods of time. Okay, I want to show you how to, when you get overwhelmed, to get out of it fast. All right, the snap of a finger. I want to show you how to get out of it quick, because guys, there's times I can tell you. There was times where I got actually overwhelmed today. Okay, there was a time where I got overwhelmed today, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, I don't know, what am I going to do here, right? The cool part about that is I was able, let's make sure that's present. The cool part about that, guys, is I was able to literally get out of that overwhelming feeling within like 5 minutes. Okay. And let me just kind of tell you here, this was an overwhelming feeling. I had to come up with, with an extra $5,000 today. Okay. So if you can imagine, someone calling and say, hey, listen, here's an opportunity. We have this for you. You've got to come up with $5,000 like right now. Let's do this. Could be a little overwhelming, right? Wasn't expecting that phone call, but we had to make it happen. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to literally get out of overwhelm quick, but I want you to understand what is overwhelm. Okay. The definition of overwhelm is to give a person too much of something. Okay. Whether that's information, a workload, whatever it is, you're giving a person too much for something. Okay. Buried beneath a huge mass or to be overcome completely. Okay. A mixture of depression or stress. Okay. Do you ever feel like that? How about this? It's a feeling inside your mind that there's too much going on. So the reason that one's last is I want you to understand that where is overwhelm? If you had to ask yourself where overwhelm is, ask yourself this. It's in your mind. Okay. So it's all in your head. So my job is to help you have different thoughts, different things going on in your head so you can get that overwhelm out of your head so you can keep moving. Okay. Guys, you're going to get overwhelmed. Your team's going to get overwhelmed. You got to keep moving. We have to keep them moving. So we have to do the right things in our business, in our mind to keep that overwhelm out of our mind. Okay. So, why do we fear branding? Okay. This causes a lot of overwhelm. Okay. A lot of people that they've never been in business before. You may be new to online or network marketing. A lot of us, we come from a job. So we're new to being our own boss. And then once we get in business and all of a sudden we hear the word branding and marketing, we can get a little overwhelmed because we start to think in our mind, this could get expensive. There's going to be a lot of responsibility. There could be a lot of work here. All right. What if I don't know what to do? I could get a little confused. Am I ready for this? Okay. Who would actually buy me? What kind of brand am I supposed to create? There's a lot of questions just with these two words, marketing and branding. Okay. So with a lot of that, it can be overwhelming, right? So I want to show you how to get out of that tonight. So let's see. I messed up this line here. All right. So after tonight, how would it feel to never have overwhelm again? Okay. How would it feel to start having a lot of consistency in your business and allow really consistency to take over your business. Okay. How would it feel to start having your prospects feel your abundance instead of feeling your overwhelm? Okay. Because trust me when I say this, if your prospects, if you feel overwhelmed, when you get on the phone, when you have a conversation, when you meet people online, offline, it doesn't matter what it is. If you feel overwhelmed, your prospects will feel it too. And I trust me when I say this, people do not want to buy from others that feel overwhelmed. They don't want to join others that feel overwhelmed. They are not attracted to it. Just imagine this. Would you want to buy a car from someone that was sweating, that you could feel their energy, you could feel that overwhelm that they had to sell you a car? Do you want to buy a car from that person? No, you wouldn't feel right. You would feel like, man, this doesn't feel right. Maybe this car isn't the one for me. Maybe I should go somewhere else. You don't know. Okay, so I want you to imagine having your prospects feel like, man, I feel secure with this person. I feel great with the vision that this person has. Let's lock arms and let's work together. Okay, how to feel to start really knowing the right actions so you can start taking the right movement in the right area, start getting the right results. Okay. So before I get all into the details, guys, you may be wondering if you've never seen me before, if you've never noticed me before, guys, I want to just quickly go over my background, a little quick story about me, just so you know where I've come from, you know where I've been, kind of what I offer now, guys. I've stepped into an amazing position. A while back, I met Peter Montoya, and I really found my niche when it comes to personal branding. Okay, so right now, what I do is I help network marketers find their personal brand. Okay, so what I do is I go inside and I help network marketers pull out that personal brand in a way that helps them become more attractive. They make more money, they get more leads, they get more sales. I help entrepreneurs with personal branding. Now, it always wasn't like that. I started out in MLM. I was very, very new to the industry, had no idea what was going on. Trust me, I wanted to quit network marketing. I didn't quit. I found some people, some things to really help me get moving, some information to help me start taking strides in my network marketing career. And since then, I've been in network marketing for almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in January. Okay. And I went from a place where I was struggling. I was making zero money in my business. I was not getting any leads. I wanted to quit. I knew that there was something about this industry, but I wasn't working for me. So I wanted to quit. Since that moment, guys, I've had multiple 4 and 5 figure checks. I've had multiple 5-figure months. Guys, things have been amazing. I've been able to not just meet certain CEOs and presidents of network marketing companies, but I've been able to work with them and collaborate with ideas and all sorts of things. You can see some of the commission checks here. You can see that I've been speaking on stage, hanging out at the beach, hanging out with CEOs of companies. It's been an amazing ride. And what I want to do is I just want to show you how you can move there too. Okay, I want to show you how you can get there as well, and we're going to be going over that tonight. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed, my intention for tonight is to help you understand what overwhelm is, help you to overcome it. I'm going to give you a step-by-step blueprint to help you stay above ground, not get overwhelmed. I'm also going to show you some cool things on how you can start getting your brand moving. So if you feel like you're still branding your company, I'm going to show you some cool things on how you can brand yourself and start moving in that direction so you can start doing your business the right way. All right. I'm also going to show you some cool things on how to build some social media authority. And at the end of this webinar, you should feel better. You should feel more confident about overwhelm. Okay. And you should be able to have a step-by-step action plan so you can start moving forward. Okay. So tonight I'm going to give you my 7 steps to overwhelm. All right. So write these down. Take note. This is a recorded webinar. It will be sent out tomorrow on my website. So if you miss anything, you can watch the recording. But I want you to just take note of these 7 things. So the first thing that you need to do when it comes to getting rid of overwhelm is you need to drop your why. Okay. A lot of us, we come into network marketing and the first thing that we hear is, what's your why? Okay. What's your why? All right, and ask yourself, you may have this, and your why it's important. I don't want to have you think, oh my God, I've been doing this business for 2 years and I've built it off my why, and now I don't know what to do. The reason I want you to drop your why is because your why is based off pain. Okay, your why does not brand you. Okay, your why brands who you were. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Your why is branding who you were. Your why is branding who you are right now. Okay, your why is built off of a pain. Okay, so typically when you have a why, you're creating something that says, you know what, I'm doing this business because I don't want to go back to work, or because I don't want to show up to this place every day and sit in this cubicle. Right? Or, my why is because I want to, I don't want to, miss so much time with my kids, right? That's typically how we build our why, is things that we don't want. And when it comes to the things that we don't want, we naturally associate these things with pain. Okay. So since we associate these things with pain, yes, pain will push you to do a lot of things. It will. Trust me, if you're in your business for any length of time, you've built it off of this why, and you've gotten to wherever you are now because of some sort of pain. But but you're still getting overwhelmed. So in order to get rid of overwhelm, you have to have a vision. And we want to create this vision in a way that is so positive that it's focused on what we are to become, who we are going to become. See, who you are going to become is going to help brand you. Okay? It's going to help get you to a place where you're concentrating on who you are going to be instead of who you are. Okay? It's going to give you the confidence to actually push to what you want instead of what you don't want. And that's going to help you lock into a good feeling where you won't be overwhelmed. Now, what I mean by that is if I'm let's just take your car, for instance, and then you can use this analogy for whatever you want to do. You can use this however you see it fit. But instead of concentrating on the car that I don't want, right? Let's just say I'm driving a car right now and it's the one that I don't want, okay? Yes, it could push me very far to say, you know what, I don't want this car. I got to work hard. I got to do the things. I got to get on the webinars. I got to get on the calls, right? But it's only going to push you so far. But what about if I'm locking into the feeling of that new car, the one that I know I want, the one that I know I'm going to get in the next 2 years, right? What if I'm locking into the feeling there? That's going to give me a good, warm feeling to draw towards, right? And your ability to pull that feeling out of thin air every day is going to start getting you some results, and it's going to crush your overwhelming feeling, right? That good feeling is going to crush your overwhelming feeling, okay? Guys, I often talk to people about meditation, okay? And this has a lot to do with your why versus your vision, okay? And a lot of people that try to meditate, they do realize that it's not the easiest thing to meditate. And I'll counter them and say, it is very simple to meditate. And I ask them one simple question. Have you ever worried about something? And they'll say, of course I've worried about something. I mean, who doesn't worry about something? And I'll say, you know, if you can worry, you can meditate. Think about that. If you can worry, you can meditate, because all worrying is focusing on a bad feeling. Meditation is focusing on a good feeling. So if you can focus on that good feeling, you'll be pulled towards it. You won't be overwhelmed, but all worry does is feed into overwhelm. All your meditation does is crush overwhelm. So which one would you rather have? Okay, so that's what we want you to do, is start focusing on your vision instead of your why. It will pull you to your future. Number 2 is make a decision. Decide what you want. I had 2 calls yesterday that really stuck out with me. And the reason why these 2 calls stuck out is because these 2 people that had reached out to me for help, I gave them a solution, and I asked them, before I actually gave the solution, I asked a very particular question. And the question, in a sense, was just, what do you want? Okay. One person couldn't answer the question. She bypassed it twice. Okay. And I noticed that bypass was, she's not getting what she wants, but she won't even answer me when I asked her what she wants. Obviously, she's not getting what she wants out of her business. She's confused. She's overwhelmed. She doesn't know where to go in her business. So if I ask her, hey, what do you want exactly? What outcome do you see yourself having? And then she bypassed the answer twice. Okay. So what that tells me is there's got to be a lot of people out here that aren't deciding what they want. Okay. You got to easily tonight decide who you want to become, who do you want to help, all right? And recognize that your plan B is giving plan A permission to fail. Your willingness to have a plan B is giving the plan A that you want so badly to work out, is giving it permission to fail. Okay? So instead of having a plan B, just recognize that plan A may change. Plan A gives you plan adjustments, right? A, adjustments, okay? We don't want plan B. We just want to make sure that we are aware of our plan A is good. Our plan A is why we made the decision. Now let's stick to it. Let's stick to it and let's find a way to make it work. Ask yourself these questions. Okay. Is someone else making it work? Is somebody else making a full-time income? Okay. How long on average has everyone that's gotten to where I want to get, how long has it taken? Okay. On average, make your decision on who you want to become, who you want to help. And that means if you're in health and wellness, then you may want to just specifically help women lose their first 50 pounds, right? Who have struggled for over 5 years to lose that weight, right? And you narrow it down to who you want to help. Okay. It may be narrowing it down to, I help people go on their first cruise, right? Okay. And what that does is it helps you create a brand, and that decision, it's helping you mold yourself to get out of being overwhelmed, because now you know exactly who to help. Okay. Your job is to seek out people that have never gone on a cruise before and change their life, change their experience, right? That's what your job is, and you're there to help that person. Why hasn't the person gone on a cruise? What are the questions that this person has? What's the budget? You start asking yourself all these questions to find out about this target market that you've just created, right? Amazing way to just move out of overwhelm, because you know exactly who to help. You know your value, because you know that you bring value to every person that you talk to, because every person you talk to is targeted. And every person you talk to is targeted for you to help. So next thing going into that is you want to sit down and create a brand vision. Guys, these are things that are going to help you move out of the feeling of overwhelm, because you know who you are. Okay. A lot of people, not only are they not making the decision, but they have no identity. They don't know who they are. And so all they have to relate to is their company. Okay. I'm just a rep or a distributor, right? That's all they are. Guys, you can be a rep, a distributor. Like I can say, you know what? I'm a trainer or a coach, and that's it, right? So what separates me from all the other people out there that are doing training or coaching or offering, products or services, right? What separates me? Okay. So you can be the, rep for X company, right? But why not create that brand statement, personal brand statement? Why not create that brand vision? Okay. So instead of just saying I'm a trainer or coach, I'll just say, I'm an Atlanta native helping network marketers find and pull their hidden brand from within and reach their desired results. Okay. Now that speaks, I know exactly what I do. I know exactly how I'm going to help, who I want to help. Okay. So remember that people won't see this, but you need to know this. People won't see this everywhere. It's not advertised. I know you may have to take 30 minutes and actually describe and sit down and say, you know what, this is what I do. This is what I want to help. But instead of just being the realtor, right? Instead of just being the rep that just falls into the category. I mean, think about if you were just another, I'm for some reason, It Works is coming to my mind. I couldn't tell you why that company in particular is coming to my mind, but would you want to be just another It Works rep, right? Would you want to be just that another rap girl, right? No, you want to be the one that set yourself apart. Find a way to set yourself apart. There's nothing wrong with being that, but you got to there's so many people in that particular company that you've got to find a way to break away from the crowd. Right? Sometimes the crowd is good because, it helps you say, okay, well, there's so many people in this company, it gives it credibility, right? But in order to rise up again and start getting those results that you want, you got to step up, you got to step out and start being that authority figure. So remember, people won't see this, but you've got to create that brand vision, that personal brand statement. Okay. The next thing we want to do is we want to find a way to buy your real estate. Okay, and what I mean by that is you've got to plant your flag in the minds of your audience. Okay, you've got to grab that real estate now. Okay, it's in all of your prospects' minds. Okay? It's there. You've got to grab it. So no matter what you're in, okay? Again, I'll relate this back to like if you're a real estate agent, okay? And let's just say, we've created this brand statement. I'll go into some cool examples here, but like, let's just say you're a real estate agent, you created this brand statement, and what you do is you just help divorced couples find their house, right? That's what you do. You specialize in that, and that's what you do. You help divorcees, get houses. Okay. Now, when it comes to, you've just planted your flag because of the way you market, the things that you produce. We'll go into some marketing things after this. But what you've done is you have now planted in your mind what you do, so you can plant in your prospects' minds how you can help. Okay. So if every day I'm planning in your mind branding, and you think to yourself, man, I really got to start branding myself. I want that piece of real estate in your mind. Okay. I want that piece of real estate. So when you say, man, I need branding help, you go to Ryan. All right. Or if you hear someone say the word brand, you send them to me. Right. All right. And you see, man, I was on this webinar tonight, and you got to, so-and-so on my team or my upline or my downline or sideline, whoever it is, you got to check this guy out. All right. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to branding and marketing. So remember that branding and marketing is done in the mind. And when you do this, you'll get rid of all the overwhelming feeling of not knowing what to do, because you know exactly who to help. You'll know exactly what piece of real estate you're going after in every person. And then you'll realize that, you know what? Some people I talk to, some people I communicate with, I don't need to be in their mind. They're not qualified. So knowing this, you'll know exactly who you need to repel. And repelling people in branding is so important, because who wants to waste time with people that aren't qualified, right? So plant your flag in the minds of your audience. Remember that branding and marketing is done in the mind. So be the thing that comes to mind for people. Be that right now. So imagine this. Imagine a cookie brand. Okay. Imagine your favorite cookies, and you think of a brand like, so what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of cookies? The first thing that came to my mind was Pillsbury. It was the Doughboy, right? All right, and you can have your own answers to these, but I want you to think. If I say luxury cars, what's the first thing you think? All right, for some reason, I don't even like Mercedes, and it was the first thing that came to my mind. All right, when I say sleek computer, I automatically think of Apple. Okay, when I see mattress, okay, I can't even think of the name, but I automatically just see those sheep with the numbers on them, right? I don't even know what brand that is, but if I go out and look for a mattress, here's the weird part. If I go out and look for a mattress at a mattress store, chances are I'm going to see those damn sheep. And what mattress do you think I'm going to buy? Same thing as simple as toothpaste. Guys, they have brand real estate in your mind. And whether you know it or not, there's all sorts of real estate available in your mind. Every single thing has some type of brand real estate. And once you plant your flag on who you want to become, who you want to help, and once you can decide on this brand real estate, you will literally leave overwhelm in the dust. Okay? You will, I promise. You cannot help it, because you'll know exactly what to do. It'll start to help you with your daily routine. You will start to crush your business. The next thing that I would recommend doing is setting a budget. All right, this may sound simple, but if you don't have a budget, you don't have a business. And this is what creates a lot of overwhelming feeling for people. Okay? Network marketing, online marketing, they're easy businesses to get into. The good thing is, right, they're really simple to get into, but the bad thing is most people come in, they don't have a marketing budget, they don't have anything set, They just come into their business and they expect to make thousands, tens of thousands of dollars a month, and that's not going to happen, right? So set your budget, whether it's for your marketing materials. Set your budget for referrals. There's things that I sell on a daily basis that I actually budget for referrals. Why? Because I actually pay other people to refer my products, right? I want to make sure that I have that budgeted, so as those products get moved, I can then let the referrals know that I have the money, and I can incentivize them to move that product as a referral. Your mailers, brochures, cards, radio press, whatever it is, you got to have a budget, and you don't need all of these things. Okay, depending on your business, depending on how you want to be perceived, you can do mailers, brochures, cards, radio advertisements, podcasts, all those things, but make sure you set a budget. Same thing for your advertising. All right, if you really don't have a budget, okay, if you don't have a budget, that's okay. All right, it's okay to not have a budget, but be working towards one. Even if it's just $5 a month, or $30 a month on whatever it is, whether it's a marketing platform, whether it's training, education, things to help you monetize your business, go ahead, set that budget, okay, and then stick to it, okay, and have this budget set out to where it's a goal. So where that, all right, I'm going to set this $100 a month budget for, let's just say, Facebook ads, okay? Let's just say I'm going to set a $100 a month budget for Facebook ads. Okay, so I'm going to do that for 90 days. So my goal should not be to, okay, I'm going to do Facebook ads for $100 just for 90 days and then stop. The goal should be to advertise more. Okay, but when it comes to advertising, I think and setting this budget, where a lot of people get overwhelmed when it comes to their marketing and things like that, is they get there and they're trying to make money with that $100. Okay. The point of a budget, the point of marketing, the point of advertising, the point of all this stuff, guys, is not to make money or make more sales or enroll more people. Okay. The point is so you can do more advertising. Okay. That should be the point. All right. You've got to get to a place where you're looking at spending money in better ways. Okay. So if I'm investing $100 a month in Facebook ads, my goal should be to, at some point, get to $200 a month, to $300 a month. Why? Because I'm making more money to actually spend more money, to up your budget. That should be the goal. Okay. I know a lot of people aren't taught that. So I want to make sure that if you understand this, you'll look at setting a budget. You'll look at your marketing much better. Okay. You'll look at the courses that you buy in a much better way. You'll look at the books and the education and the seminars and all that good stuff. You'll look at that in a much better way. And the perception of building these budgets will create such a freeing feeling for you, because everything will be right. Okay. If you, in my opinion, you should have a separate bank account for your marketing and for your advertising. Okay. And if there's no money there, don't use it, but be very, very conscious about this. Okay. And you'll start to earn more, I promise. Moving on. So education. All right. When it comes to buying courses, seminars, trainings, guys, this is one of the most important. The last two pieces here are the most important parts about getting rid of that overwhelming feeling. The two most important things that you need to never get overwhelmed again, all right, are these last two. The first one's education. Okay, guys, if you feel more confident, then you'll feel more competent, and it's a cycle. So if you feel more competent, then you'll feel more confident. Why? Because you can talk about things. You feel like you're an expert. You feel like you can hold your own. That gives, as basic human nature, it gives you a feeling, a true feeling of you can go out and walk the walk, talk the talk, and people deserve your time. You deserve their consult. They deserve like your consultation, right? So your consultation is actually worth something. You will start to form a amazing feeling of self-belief, right? And that transfers like an absolute wildfire through the conversations, through your webinars, right? It transfers through every channel that you communicate to your prospects through, whether indirectly or directly. Okay? Your education does that. So you may be asking, okay, what do I need to educate myself on? If you're in health and wellness, you need to look around and look at people that are in your niche, right? So if you're in health and wellness, I may go to a Weight Watchers page, because in all seriousness, if I'm in a health and wellness company, Weight Watchers is a competitor for me, right? Because they're going after the same people. So what is Weight Watchers educating people on that I can either imitate or improve upon? Okay, because the best marketing, the best ideas aren't new ideas, guys. They're just branded better or marketed better. Okay, that's all. So when you look at the courses, when you look at trainings, all these things, your education and getting better at something every single day is going to give you not only the competence to talk about it, to do more videos about it, to write blog posts about it, to do the things, to put you in action, okay, that are going to be put in front of people. These are the things that are going to make you then more confident, okay? And it's going to make you more attractive. It's also going to literally put overwhelm away forever. Because if you know what you're talking about, how could you get overwhelmed? You can't. So this is how you look at education on a daily basis. You can look at it and say, you know what can I learn today? Right? And you can learn some things, and you may be able to implement some things and get some results. But I want you to look at it in an even better way. What can I teach today? What can I teach, and what channels can I teach it on? Guys, it's going to just absolutely explode what you're doing if you can get to a point where you say, you know what, every day, what can I teach? What can I teach? What can I teach? You may not know what to teach. I'm going to show you how. What can I teach is what that's going to do is it's going to put you in a position where you have to learn something every day. Okay? You can't teach it unless you learn it. Okay? It's inevitable. So stop worrying about what can I learn, okay? Because most people have a problem, even getting to what can I learn. So if you've been there and you're at what can I learn, it's okay. But I want you to find a way to get to what can I teach a quicker way, okay? Because this is the deal. And I'm not going to go into target market and all that stuff tonight, but if you continue to put yourself in front of people that you know more than, you're always going to be valuable, okay? And then what can I implement in my daily routine? Now, when it comes to the last thing, accountability is going to help you get out of overwhelm, period. Accountability is going to be the next most important thing. So get yourself into an accountability group. We have a bunch of groups. We have the Cloud 10 Tribe. We have so many groups that are on accountability at different levels. Find someone on your team that you can become accountability partners with, right? Hire you a coach or a mentor, okay? And find some ways to set your own accountability, all right? Give yourself some rewards. Put it on you, okay? You are your own boss now. Give yourself some credit and start to not only have the accountability of others, but start giving yourself some responsibility and start having your own accountability, okay? So these are my top 7 things to get out of overwhelm, okay? Take note and take action. But what I want to do is I want to help you get into action, okay? Because that could be one of the hardest things for people to do. And what I've specialized in over the last 2 years is helping people get into action, because at the end of the day, we all know that if we don't take action, we're not going to get results. Okay, we all know that. So what if over the next 30 days, I took your hand and I help you create massive authority, okay? Because we all know that authority is the one thing when marketing online and offline for who we meet, it doesn't matter who we meet, okay? When we're marketing on or offline, that's the thing that's going to create the biggest difference is authority, okay? So what if over the next 30 days I took your hand and I helped you create massive authority in your business, okay? What would it be worth to start enrolling 2 to 5 people per day, ending rejection forever in your business, starting to move your products in front of the 50 to 80% of people that actually want your product, okay? What if your prospects started treating you with respect? They started to really have a feeling of that you were that trusted consultant, that you were the person that could help them get to exactly where they want to get to, okay? What if your prospects started showing up in your inbox or on your phone or in your voicemail, literally with their credit card in hand, asking just, look, how do I get started? How can you help me? Here's my problem. What do I need to do? All right, what would that be worth to you? Okay, because we've sold some of this information and I've done trainings for some of this information for over $1,000 in the past. So would that be worth $147 to you? Okay, how about 97? Would it be worth 97 if you were able to get some of those things that we're just talking about? Okay, what about if we did that for $37? Start getting you those results, that feeling. You start moving into that operation, guys. We put this together. So what would you do that for $37? Guys, in module 1 of this social media authority bootcamp, I'm going to be going over exactly how to create a vision that 6-figure earners create on a daily basis, so they do the things that create the kind of incomes that they've been able to create. Okay, I'm going to show you how to turn information and education into money. I'm also going to show you how to take your goals and start manifesting those goals on a daily basis so you can just start crushing everything that you want. In module 2, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to create authority on social media. I'm going to be giving away some of my 6-figure social media strategies. I'm also going to be going over some big social media no-nos to keep you out of the social media fires, to help you keep getting good results. In module 3, I'm going to go over every question that I ask every prospect that I talk to in order to move the closing rate up. Okay, the average close rate, guys, in network or online marketing is 10%. Okay, most new people are going to close at 10%. Some are going to close at 20%. Guys, I want to show you how I'm able to close at 50%. Okay, so my goal is to help you get to around 30 or 40%. All right, so I'm going to be sharing my closing strategies. I'm going to be sharing timing. I'm also going to be going over the way that I create my target market, so everyone that I talk to either needs or wants what I have. How would that feel? Okay, I'm also going to show you in module 4 how to quickly break out of a shell. I'm going to show you how to show your teams how to quickly break out of their shell. I'm going to show you how to make intriguing content that captivates your prospects, your audience. I'm going to show you the blueprint to start making effective videos so you can start being that attractive person in your business. I'm also going to show you the 5 key elements to creating an online 6-figure business. All right, the 5 things that you need to have in place to create an online business that's going to push 6 to multiple 6 figures every year. Okay, I'm also going to be throwing in some cool bonuses. I'm going to be giving you my Authority Daily Bootcamp. All right, the daily routine. All right, so the things that I do on a daily basis, checklist, what I do every single day. I'm also going to be giving you a 30-day action plan, so you know exactly what to do step by step once you've gone through the information. I'm also going to be giving you a live Facebook prospecting module. This is me as I prospect live on Facebook. You get to watch. You can take everything from that. And a few weeks from now, we'll be doing a live Q&A, which is a question and action. To get you in action, you can ask all your questions, but you have to be a member of the bootcamp to get in that Q&A, okay? So ask yourself tonight, would that be worth $37? Okay, would it be worth $1.23 a day in order to start getting some of these results? Never get overwhelmed again and start really getting some really good results in your business. Now, you may be one of those people that's on this webinar that is skeptical, right? You may be one of those people that has questions or given this a look, right? So what I want to do is I want to make sure that you're in the right place. Every time we do a launch or a product, anything of that nature, we always do a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you do not get value in this product, let me know, reach out to me, or just shoot me an email, because you will be given a confirmation. If you do not get value, I will give you your money back. 30-day guarantee. We make sure you get value. We want to over value what you get out of this. Okay. So if you've ever asked these questions, and we get these questions a lot. If you've ever asked these questions, how do I find leaders online and offline? How do I engage correctly with my cold market? How do I build instant rapport with people that are in my cold market? How do I get people excited? How can I explode my social media? How can I attract more people? What is the most effective daily routine for me? How can I create instant authority in my business? How can I close more people in my business? If you've ever asked yourself that question, I specifically took these questions and made sure they were answered and given the action steps in this boot camp. So what I want you to do right now is hop over to toponlinebootcamp.com. It's going to give you the full details of how to access this boot camp. It'll also give you some reviews and testimonials of people that have already gone through this and getting results in this boot camp. So make sure that you hop over to toponlinebootcamp.com right now to check that out and see the testimonial, so you can get your access to this social media authority boot camp. And if you have any questions, guys, just let me know. If you got value from this webinar, let someone know on social media. Feel free to share it, and you will get the replay tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you come through on the boot camp. Look forward to helping you get results. Hope you got a lot of value from my 7 tips to get away from ever being overwhelmed again. And I will see you next Monday.